I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman. You can follow me everywhere at iTunesPsychic and subscribe to my free iTunes podcast, Psychic Circus. And I'll see you in the future. A very small percentage of the people who profess to be psychics are actual people with gifts. It's like the jelly. The rest of the donut is worthless. I like to think of myself as part of the jelly.
What you're talking about vibing with us, that was just weird, oddly weird.
So you just want to be famous?
Yes.
You're very deserving of this.
It seems like I'm an idiot and that I don't know what I'm talking about and that this theory is crazy, but am I dead on or not?
And that's a little scary.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was a bunch of malarkey.
No, it is not. There's no malarkey at all.
All right, well, the Huffington Post calls our next guest America's funniest psychic because he's discovered a new way to tell a person's future by analyzing their music. So please welcome Dr. Lars Dingman.
Thanks for joining us, Dr. Dingman. Now, why does the HuffPo call you the funniest psychic in America? Are you a comedian or are you a psychic?
Well, I'm a person with a psychic gift, but I'm also naturally hilarious. I'm a funny person.
So what does music have to do with you predicting someone's future?
You imprint on your phone your own personal vibration, and the phone can imprint back to you. You're not married or engaged, no?
No,
you're single. You're very...
Spot on.
Yeah, I'm sensing that you're... Do you live with your mother?
Doctor, yes.
Yes,
Again?
yeah.
Two in a row.
No, I see this because your laundry is always pristine, yet there's no soap on your hands. I feel like there's like a group of people trying to get you laid is what I'm feeling.
Guys, the dating game. This is what he's talking about.
There's a certain stench that a boy living at home with his parents puts off, and that's, frankly, Kevin, not attractive to the kind of big booty girls that like to get down on it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Dr. Dingman knows his stuff.
People tell me the last 3 songs that they randomly heard, and then I see movies in my head which reveal their past lives and predict their future. Every week, I'm someplace else, consulting with the business, giving private readings, or performing my intentionally hilarious psychic podcast to sold-out audiences all around the country. Your chakra is right here.
Right here. Chakra.
You see, I put my finger on it, but I'm afraid I wouldn't get it back. Here's the hook. At the conclusion of every single reading, I convince my clients, in any way that I can, to act out something bold to change their vibration and, therefore, their future. It's the symbol of your separation from your woman. This truck, I want you to face it like you're facing a bull. Yes. You're pushing back against the darkness. That's right. Accepting the light.
He's the angel of music.
Is there a Shemazel angel?
I think there is, but he's a Jewish angel.
I'll be Schlamazel, and you can be...
Shamir.
Modulate your vibration with a low, rumbling... Lower, from here. You look like a bird that's ill.
My mother's watching me have sex with my boyfriend.
Sex is to be enjoyed and not dirty unless you're paying for it or you want it to be dirty. I'm able to predict people's future, tell you about past lives based on the last 3 songs randomly played for you by your iTunes or your Spotify.
So something that I don't specifically pick, but
Correct,
it could
that's
be
what
on
random means.
What?
Dr. Dingman said, I have a feeling that your wife is going to want to open up a themed restaurant based on some very popular city.
Am I a messiah? No. My goal? To transform every life I touch by raising the vibration of planet Earth and get a few laughs. My name is Dr. Lars Dingman, and I am the iTunes Psychic.
Everyone, Joe Cosder here from the Superverse YouTube animation channel, and this week on Psychic Circus we got a little something special planned for you guys. We go live now to Dr. Lars Dingman in the lush north part of Hollywood, California, in Vitello's restaurant for a Valentine's Day special, where we have a live audience on the safe, socially distant patio of the restaurant. Dr. Lars, take it away.
How are you, everybody? Welcome to Psychic Circus. I am Dr. Lars Dingman. Masking is very important, so even though I'm not sitting near anyone, I thought I would wear a mask to begin the program. My glasses are all fogging up, but you know what? We're out in public. These are people, living, human, breathing, people celebrating Valentine's Day weekend, and I could not be happier to be out of the studio. Things are looking up across America, and we're happy to be here. We are at Vitello's restaurant in North Hollywood, California, a very popular Italian restaurant in the Los Angeles area, and they were just allowed to open up here in Los Angeles for outdoor dining in the past week or so. So we thought it would be a great way to celebrate Valentine's Day and people getting out. These are humans. This is not video. These are actual human beings on Valentine's Day coming out to have a good time. And we're going to be doing psychic readings here. We also may be taking some phone calls later. The number is 833-DINGMAN, toll free. Find out about your future. If this is the first time watching the program, I want to thank all of the folks that helped put it together. Joe at the Superverse and 562 podcast, 567, what is it? 567 podcast. We're on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and probably other places I'm not even aware of. We do this every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern. And it's very simple. I am able to tune into my psychic gift by asking people the last 3 songs that they randomly heard. When they give me those 3 song titles, I see movies and pictures in my head, and I'm able to give them a psychic reading. The first song usually pertains to the past. The second song is the future. The third song, no, the first song, it's been so long since I've been out in public, I don't even know what's going on. First song is the past, second song is the present, third song is the future. So you give me those 3 song titles, and I'm able to divine your future. So hopefully we'll have some people here who will be coming up to get a psychic reading from me. It's very quiet and subdued. I am not, myself, I am single. I have no Valentine. I would imagine that some of the people here are on a first date. Can you imagine the pressure of being on a first date on Valentine's Day during a pandemic? I mean, what's the best possible outcome, really? You know, back in the day, go to 7-Eleven for a Slim Jim and a coffee and you have a shot. But now, I don't know if people are going to be, I mean, do you quarantine for 2 weeks before you go on this date and get your shots and do all that so that if there is magic, you can at least make out with them? What are the ground rules? I'm so curious. I hope someone on a first date is willing to come up here and get their reading because I'm a curious person. We'll also be taking phone calls later on in the program. It's been a wild 1.5 years, as you know. People are think beginning to get acclimated as things improve and we move into more normal times. I mean, we're certainly not there yet. But we are out in public. We're here at Vitello's in North Hollywood, California, with real live people. And we're going to be doing real live psychic readings. I think we have someone coming up here. I'm not going to be shaking hands or doing anything. Okay, we do have something. Okay. You have horrible handwriting.
You have 2 people coming up, Doctor.
All right, great. 2 people together or 1 person at a time?
2 people together.
Okay, we'll try that.
What?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good, have a seat. Okay, so are we going to see for the lady? There we go. All right, so I'm Dr. Lars Dingman, the iTunes Psychic. I don't know if you've seen my program before. The way this works is you give me the last 3 songs that you randomly heard. Not songs that you picked, songs that you randomly heard. And from those song titles, I'll be able to tell you your future. And you'll just ask me, just to keep it brief, you'll ask me 1 question, and we'll start from there. So what are the last 3 last 3 songs that you heard?
Something from NWA. I'm not gonna lie, I can't say that though.
I do need the song titles.
Oh my gosh.
You listened to Driver's License. That was
Okay, yeah, no, we'll do Driver's License.
Driver's License was your last one. Then you listened to
Haunted by the band Camino.
And you listened to what's it called? It's the song I put in the video.
She's my wife, by the way.
You don't need to be a psychic to know that. Why don't you guys center yourselves on the microphone so we can, I think she's going to be doing all the talking,
Oh,
so
I'm
we
so
want to hear what
sorry.
she has to say. And the third song.
The third song was oh my gosh, I put it into the video for you, and
that
I
one.
made you a video.
Yeah.
I made him a video today for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
And I put a song in it, and it was called, because I have to look, and I feel so dumb that I'm forgetting. Oh my gosh, it was called,
Did you make the video?
I did.
And you don't remember the song you put in the video?
I
She
did.
must really love you.
Yeah,
Like
right.
you stole it.
What?
Drive it like you stole it.
Drive it
You stole it.
Yes.
like you stole it. And what is your name, sir?
Nick.
Nick, and your name?
Michaela.
Michaela. Okay, so we got Nick and Michaela. They're 3 songs that they evidently they're married, so they heard these songs together. So I've never done a reading for a couple before, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Driver's License, Haunted, and Drive It Like You Stole It. Okay. All right. Driver's License, Haunted, and Drive It Like You Stole It. I think what these songs are telling me is that you're going somewhere. Have you recently, have you moved or changed where you live or work recently?
Yeah.
We just moved in together.
Did you really? How long ago?
November.
November, yeah.
So this is your first Valentine's together as a married couple?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got married in January.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
What was that like, getting married during COVID?
Thank you.
What a shit show that must have been.
Oh,
How
yeah,
horrible
yeah.
for you.
Oh, we can say
Bad
those
for you.
words on
Yes,
here.
we
I like
can.
that. Cool.
How horrible for you. How many
It was
people?
indeed a shit show.
No, we eloped. We didn't have a big
Oh,
wedding.
so that wasn't going to be a wedding anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big wedding later. We figured we'd just elope and have something for us on
Yeah.
the beach.
Santa Barbara, West Beach. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can't even elope to Vegas now because there's no place to elope to,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
right? How long had you dated before you eloped?
Oh. Last March, we are a COVID couple. You want to hear the best part?
Yes,
you
I
want
do.
to hear the best part?
Yeah,
Our families don't know we're married.
they do now.
They're going to.
So you met at the beginning of COVID
Yeah.
on a blind date? How'd you
Yeah.
get together?
We worked at the same bar,
Okay.
and then he was my bar back. I'm the bartender. I'm a sucker.
It's a story written in booze. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And tonight.
Right. So yeah, that's what these songs. You're on the move. Yeah. Wow. I didn't realize how on the nose that was. So you met in March. You got married in January.
Yeah.
And this is your first Valentine's Day. Your family don't even know you're married yet. Yeah. You're driving her like you stole her because you actually did, Nick.
Yeah.
When are you going to tell? Are all 4 of your parents alive?
Yes. So they know we're engaged.
Yeah.
They don't know we're married.
Yeah.
California knows.
The cat's on the roof. You know that joke?
We're going to tell them probably when we go back, like give them maybe like a photo book and be like, surprise, but we also planned our big wedding now, so like it's totally fine.
Oh, okay. And where are your folks?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Surprisingly from the same area.
Really? All right, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that your driver's license, the first song typically, this is how it works for me anyway. Every psychic has their own way of tuning into subjects. The first song is usually about your past. The second song is your present. And the third song is your future. Haunted. You're haunted because you haven't told your parents yet, right? And it's got to be weighing heavily on your mind. I mean, you've obviously had conversations with them since you've been married. How's the living together going, Nick?
Today, yeah.
What do you say?
I say, good, good. We're surviving.
What's the point of not telling them? Do you think your parents, they don't like her?
Oh no, my parents love her. Her parents love me.
Okay, so why the charade?
Because they're from a different generation that would not necessarily accept what we would want to do, and that's just what worked for us. We felt it was right, so we did it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who have postponed their marriage because of this COVID stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, your first date, you knew each other before you started dating?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so there was none of that uncomfortableness. I'm wondering, there must be some people here tonight on a first date on Valentine's Day. Talk about pressure, right?
Yeah.
If it goes great, what do you do?
My gosh, that's a movie concept right there. Yeah.
So yeah, driver's license is giving you permission to do something. And in your past, you couldn't, I'm assuming you have to keep it quiet at your job because you can't date, or is it okay if you date?
Oh,
it's okay actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're the married couple at work.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So your driver's license, that's the first song. Haunted, you're haunted that you haven't been able to tell your parents about it. And then your future. Drive it like you stole it, which means you're moving very, very fast. I'm seeing twins. Yeah. Is that in the plans currently? That would be great. Go home to Pennsylvania. Here's my new wife. Here's 2 new kids.
And the tax returns too.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they Amish by any chance? Your parents Amish?
No.
Not Amish, no. I'm from that area, kind of, but my family's not.
You're
Really?
Amish adjacent.
Amish adjacent.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm seeing some. I'm seeing twins in the relatively near future, and I'm seeing. You know that game, Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, I love that game.
That's just crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You got a lot of crazy stuff coming up. But what I'm seeing, do you remember, you might be too young for this, but do you remember the program Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
And the van they all drove around in?
Yeah.
The mystery van? That's what I'm seeing, driving crazy. So it's not a roadster, it's not a single car, it's a family car. So I think the marriage is solid, and kudos to you for having the stones to get married under these circumstances.
We did it.
And you clearly have a very loving relationship, and you don't seem to be too flummoxed or bewildered. You know what would be fun right now?
What's that?
What time is it? It's only 11 o'clock.
It's early.
It's 11 o'clock in PA.
Oh, I love
Let's
it.
call your parents right now and tell them. Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
That would be
Fun
super.
would be the word.
Mom, if there's one time I could hope that you're in bed.
Yeah, because they could
Don't
be,
answer the phone.
They could be watching this right now. You don't want to call
Absolutely
your
not.
parents?
I don't think that.
Wouldn't that be fun, though?
We need 4 more drinks than us each.
Okay. All right. Well, so that's what I see. Do you have a
liquid courage on that one.
So I was right about the haunted. I was right about the moving and the change. You moved in together. I'm seeing a van with 2 kids, twins. Do you have a specific question you want to ask me?
Why twins?
I don't.
Oh my
Here's how this
goodness.
works. I hear this. I get the song titles,
Okay.
and then in my head I see pictures or movies, and then I tell them to you, and I try and make sense of what they mean to you. So I am seeing you. What the hell? Hold on. It's like we're doing a show on top of a postage stamp. I'm seeing a crazy, lunatic, bumpy, rough ride, but it's a cartoon, so I think that means you're safe. You know, you're not driving over a cliff, and it's a van. It's not a Porsche Roadster. You know, you're not single. You're a family unit you're in a van, and you're driving like you stole it.
There we go. There we go.
So I think you're going to be fine.
Taking over the world, right? There we go. Cool.
Beautiful.
The best way as possible.
All right, well, Nick and Michaela, congratulations
Thank
on
you
your
so
wedding.
much.
Thanks for coming on the program. We have, you know what? We have one of the sponsors of our show is Cancun Cards, and we'll give you a 4-night free vacation in Cancun that you could use for your honeymoon or just for some random schtupping once you're married.
Goodness, yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I will give that to you.
That's insane. There we go.
So thank you.
Go to Cancun.
Thank you for coming on the program, and have a wonderful life in your mystery van, because life, ideally, is a mystery. That's why you drive it like you stole it. You just don't look back, look forward.
Thank you.
All right, great. Nice to meet you. I would give you a wedding hug. I'll just give you a bump. Enjoy your meals. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone tonight. Yeah. Can you imagine? I really would have wished that they would have called the parents. I think that would have been super fun to tell them. Well, hello. How are you?
Great.
You look beautiful.
I'm so happy to be out.
Right?
Yes.
I would dig a ditch just to get out of my house.
No, I've been in my house like almost a year.
Oh my God.
It's horrible. My husband's very protective of me.
I can see that. That's all right. I promise I won't hurt it. Yeah, I probably won't hurt it. What is your name?
Diane.
Diane. Okay. 2 N's?
1.
All right. What are the last 3 songs you randomly heard, Diane?
The last time I saw Paris. Wonderful, wonderful. And I've lost that love and feeling. Yikes.
Okay.
Those were the last ones I heard.
Let me explain to you how this works. What is sound?
What is sound?
It's a vibration, right?
Yes.
Light is a vibration
Absolutely,
of photons.
yes.
Physicists and psychics and soothsayers for thousands of years have tried to figure out what the essence of the universe is. Einstein thought it was matter, electrons and protons and things. But now science and religion are coming back together in that everything is made up of energy.
Absolutely.
You've heard this theory?
Yes.
Okay. And what is energy?
Life.
It's a vibration.
Vibrations.
Right? So, because...
Good vibrations.
Pardon me?
Good vibrations.
Right, exactly, especially if you're a Beach Boys fan.
Yes.
So, vibrations are the essence of the universe. So if you believe that the universe is sentient and has a consciousness, and we all share that consciousness, which is what I believe, because
believe
I've
that.
seen it
Me
in
too.
person. Right? Okay.
I have.
The only way that the universe can communicate with humans while we're alive is through energy, through vibration. So by selecting these songs to randomly hit your ears, there's no coincidence, there's nothing random. This is the universe's way of pointing out to you some things that you may or may not be aware of, right?
Right.
So it's either a pat on the back or a slap in the face to say, get your shit together.
Correct.
So your 3 songs, the first song typically is about your past, the second song is about your present, the third song is about your future.
Interesting.
Yes, it is, especially since you're married. How long you been married?
35 years.
Okay, that's a good solid marriage. It's a good marriage when the warranties on all the wedding presents have expired.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so your first song was The Last Time I Saw Paris. Your second song was Wonderful, Wonderful. And the third song was You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
Oh, dear.
So I think the first song, The Last Time I Saw Paris, I think, as you said when you sat down, you feel like you're trapped in a box. Like everybody.
Interesting, yes,
right?
yes.
There's no traveling. There's no communicating. There's no being out with people. And if you can think of the most romantic city in the world,
Paris.
top 5 easily, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So and you don't need, believe me, you don't need to be a psychic to figure this out. But you're pining for the days when you could have.
Oh, am I ever?
Right? Yeah.
You don't know how.
What do you miss
travel.
the most about real life?
I miss traveling. We ski. We go boating. We go cruising. We travel to Europe. We've got friends everywhere.
Cruising like for strange?
No.
Oh.
On cruise ships.
Oh, okay.
Cruise ships. We've done 60 cruises. Yes.
What's the most Alaska? I'm hearing Alaska.
Been to Alaska.
Did something bizarre happen to you on your trip to Alaska? I mean, someone's saying ask them about Alaska.
Okay, we were scheduled to go to Alaska, and then COVID hit, and I was going with my sister and her new boyfriend, and we were going, and it was canceled.
Yeah.
And I was really looking forward to it. It was going to be 10 days, and we hadn't been to Denali, and
Right.
Yes.
That's that's your last time I saw Paris. That's
Yeah.
why you're.
Oh gosh.
What you're upset about,
Yeah.
sad about, is
I'm
that
sad
trip
about
got
it. That
canceled.
was the last. Yeah.
That's your past.
Yep.
Here's your present. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
Clearly, look at you. You're sparkling. If we had a string, you could be a mirror ball, and we could spin you around in this room. We all right over there? Okay. You're very festive. You're making the best of a shit sandwich of a situation.
I try.
Right? Everything is wonderful. You're trying to make everything wonderful. Make it as wonderful as it can be
Right.
within the confines of this.
Yes.
And then lost that love and feeling. Again, you don't need to be a psychic to see this, but we're all sick and tired of this being penned up.
Yes.
It's the right thing to do, don't get me wrong, but you've lost the feeling. You're over it. You want life to get back to normal.
Gosh, I do. I haven't seen our kids in over a year. They live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and
By Lookout Mountain.
by Lookout Mountain in
Yes.
Ruby Falls.
Yes.
And
Yes, I gave a symposium at Ruby Falls
did
once.
you?
Yes, I
Oh
did.
my gosh.
So I think, do you have a specific question you want to ask me?
Do I have? Oh gosh. Will I ever be cruising again on a cruise ship?
No, of course, yes. I mean, ask me a psychic. Of course,
What's
you'll be
a
cruising
psychic
again.
question? Okay.
Actually, I'm hearing
What are you
Daniel.
doing?
I think that's 35 years of marriage. He knows when to
Yes.
leave. I'm hearing Daniel. I think the next cruise you're going to take is one of those European
He's
river.
been wanting to go on a river cruise to the Blue Danube River. How do you like that?
See,
Yep.
I can be psychic even in a tent.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's the next one you're going to do, and I think that's when you're going to get the loving feeling back, if you know what I mean.
Right. I'm ready for it.
Right. And I'm hearing. I'm hearing September.
That's my birthday.
September 17th.
Close. 20th.
All right. That's within the margin of error. 365 days a year. 3% would be 3.6. That's basically, I'm going to call that a bullseye. Because what are you going to do about it? You're watching at home. You don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing September. You're going to be on one of those European cruises. And the loving feeling will come back and then some.
All right.
Do you have another? You can ask another question.
Does my daughter love and respect me? Is that a good question?
That's a great question. Yeah.
Yeah, I was one of those mothers that, got divorced and dated when she was like 10.
You were 10 when you were dating, or your daughter was 10?
My daughter,
Oh, that's probably
my
better.
daughter, and I'm hoping she's forgiven me. And
Yeah, and she lives in Tennessee, right?
yes, she does.
Yeah, I'm seeing Lookout Mountain. For those of you that don't know, is it's in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Rocky Mountain.
It's in Chattanooga.
Right.
And it's a very historical place where a Civil War took place.
Right, and often the road over the top of it is closed due to fog because you
Right,
can't see.
right.
And what I'm seeing, you're asking me if your daughter has forgiven you.
Yes.
I'm seeing
That's
the
what
mountain.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm seeing the mountain covered in fog, but I'm seeing sun hitting it from above, and the fog is dissipating. There's a little bit left, kind of like Ed Asner's hair. There's a little left around the edges, but I think most of she never hated you, right? She never hated you.
No,
But
she never hated me, but I understand.
there was resentment.
It was resentment, and I understand because those children, I had a childhood that had a mother and a father, that sisters, brothers, cousins, a wonderful family life. solid family. And then, you know, what happened with our generation, we wanted more out of life.
Well, especially the women.
The women.
Right? If the women weren't happy.
They wanted to go dancing. They wanted to relive their, you know, their youthful years, and they had kids at home. And the books were saying, go enjoy yourself. They'll be fine. But then the guilt that follows.
Right. Well, I think you can. I'm seeing the clouds. The fog is dissipating, and it's just a big sunny mountain now. I think she has forgiven you. I think she understands. Yeah, I'm seeing a really bright, sunny mountain, and I'm feeling. Emma, what's your favorite breakfast cereal?
It's granola with cherry yogurt.
Yeah. You familiar with Raisin Bran?
Yes.
The big sun on the cover of Raisin Bran?
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that guy beaming down on Lookout Mountain. So I think things are good. I think things are good with your daughter. Her name begins with a. Is it Carrie? What's her? Carrie? Mary?
Lee.
Lee. Okay.
L-E-I-G. Leanne.
Okay. Totally wrong on that one. Because when you think the South and Lee, you think L-E-E.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think you and your daughter are good. You guys are good. You're going to Europe on a cruise, on a river cruise.
Well,
and
we always wanted to go.
And that's when you're going to get your love and feeling back. Gabish? All right. Well, there you go. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. This was wonderful.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Good.
I did. Thank you about my daughter.
You're very welcome.
You know, I did read a book called Generations, The History and Future of America, written by two historians. And they were, I've got it right here.
Yeah, they have it.
Yeah. And it like gave a sketch of what each generation goes through and how it repeats. And her generation was like this, like the Revolutionary War generation. It was very interesting. And when I read what these kids went through, we didn't realize it is. We just wanted to have fun. You know, it was the 70s, the 80s.
Now that your husband's gone, you ever make out with a celebrity from the 70s that we would know?
I worked at Capitol Records. I knew the Beatles. I was backstage with the Rolling Stones. I knew the Beach Boys. I had, yeah.
This reading just got extended. You ever see Frank Sinatra naked?
Not naked, but I was backstage with him. Guys came out from New York, and I was a secretary at Capitol Records.
And you're how old at this point?
20. And so they offered to take me with them to Vegas, and I said, well, I'm a nice girl, because it was 64. You don't expect anything, can I have my own room? They said, fine, fine, fine. So I was like their little sister, and our table was on the stage. Now
This is for what band?
It was for Frank Sinatra. They were bringing him material. The guys from New York came out to California.
To pitch him songs.
To pitch him songs, and they took me with them they took me with them to Las Vegas.
So the songwriters took you with them.
Right.
Frank didn't say that one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So who were the songwriters?
Guys from New York that were
like Van Heusen, those guys.
They were staff writers for Capitol Records.
Yeah.
And publishing the Beachwood Music catalog and all the catalogs.
Right.
So they were coming out to pitch him songs, and so they took me with them to Las Vegas, and they were very respectful of me because I was a nice girl at the time.
I was a nice girl at the time.
At the time.
She said. I like that time.
It was before birth control pills.
Sure.
So they took me to Vegas. Our table was on the stage, and I gotta say, I went nuts when I saw Frank Sinatra perform. And the rest of the world. I mean, I didn't know. I never grew. I wasn't a teenager when he was popular.
Sure.
And but I was. It was magnetic. I thought I was gonna faint.
Yeah.
And then they took me backstage, and I got to meet him. And then, when I was.
Then you weren't so nice.
Yeah, then I wasn't so nice. But so another time.
So what? No.
Okay.
So what you're saying is, I'm going to work up the ladder of
Okay,
frontage.
okay.
Frank kissed you on the cheek.
Yes.
Kissed you on the lips.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good.
Darn
so-
it, darn it. I should have.
It's a step ladder. It's
You know
not. We're not on the
what?
roof, but we can see the roof from here.
I was so young and I was so naive.
But he was a classy man. He's
Oh
not
my
going to take
God.
advantage of a 20-year-old.
Oh my God, that's so true.
You only take advantage of 30-year-olds.
I know. Now I think back. Now, why didn't I like put my lips up to his?
Right?
Darn it.
I'm hearing. You said you went to Vegas with the guys that were pitching Sinatra songs.
Right.
Was one of the songs they were pitching "You Make Me Feel So Young"? Do you recall what the actual music was?
Actually, one of the guys was Kelly Gordon, and it was the thing about looking back on his life.
It was a very good year.
Yes,
that's
it was
what I
a
meant.
very good year.
Yeah, which was eventually included on, for my money, the best Sinatra record ever, live at the Sands.
Absolutely.
Which was the next year.
And working at Capitol Records every Friday, every employee that worked there got their choice of one pop album and one classical album.
Golden Age. Did you work at the place on Vine Street?
Yes, I
Oh
did.
my God! If you
I did.
don't live in Los Angeles,
For 5 years I worked there.
wow. One of the places you absolutely have to stop is the Capitol Records building, which is at Hollywood and Vine, basically.
Yep.
Ringo Starr does a big peace thing there every year on his birthday. That's where Frank Sinatra recorded, Dean Martin recorded, Sammy Davis recorded.
I was in Studio A many times for Dean Martin's recordings.
Oh, my God.
His wife was there. His kids were there.
Wonderful. Wow.
Yeah.
What an amazing life you've had.
I have.
You've put it on hold for a month.
Yeah.
A year, rather. Yeah.
A year.
But you're going back on the road. Your wonderful, wonderful life is going to continue. You're going to get on a boat in
The Danube.
Danube in September. I'm seeing.
Okay.
Probably for your birthday, and your life is going to go back to a wonderful thing. And now you know that your daughter is completely forgiving of you.
Hallelujah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
You know what they say? That's life.
That's life.
That's what all the people say.
Oh, that's what he wrote. That's life. That was what Kelly Gordon wrote. That's life.
I'm psychic even when I'm trying not to be psychic. I was just trying to say goodbye to Diane, and I kept hearing "That's life, that's life, that's life."
And that's the song. That was the song.
And the other song was "When I Was 17."
Yes.
Yeah.
But That's Life was the biggie one.
Well, obviously, you must have brought them a lot of luck because Frank walked both of those tubes.
Yeah.
Diane, thank you. Quiet husband, thank you for allowing us to speak with her for a while. You have a wonderful wife, and you're going to have a great rest of the year. Thank you so much.
This was wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Good to be out.
Yes, I hear you. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye-bye. Wow. That if I had a time machine, I would go back to 1964, and I would go work. I'd go work in the mailroom at Capitol Records just to be in the studio when those records are being recorded. What a life. I think I'm in the zone, Funky. I'm hearing things. It's very loud in here. I hope the audio is good for you at home. But I'm getting very clear impressions from people. Very good. Very fun. Do we have more people? Should we take a phone call? What do you want to do? Let's if we can get a phone call, we can do that. If not, we can take a little 5-minute break. All right. The number is 833-DINGMAN. That's 833-DINGMAN. Give us a call. I'll need to know the last 3 songs that you randomly heard. We are at Vitello's Restaurant in North Hollywood, California. Yes, please give one to Diane, too. We're going to give Diane a trip to Cancun as well from the good folks at Cancun Cards, one of our sponsors, along with the Superverse channel on YouTube. 833-DINGMAN. It's toll-free, won't cost you a nickel. Get yourself a Valentine's Day reading. It's hard to hear in here. Or we can we'll also be talking to more people here in the restaurant. We are here on Facebook and YouTube and the Twitch every Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern. And it's the same drill every week. You tell me the last 3 songs that you randomly heard. I tell you what the universe is trying to tell you. I'm like a universe whisperer, if you will. The universe is able to communicate with us via these song titles because it's all vibration, right? And the universe wants the best for everyone. It's like a grandmother She loves everyone equally, supposedly. The universe does. So these last 3 songs that Diane had, last time I was in Paris, wonderful, wonderful, and you've lost that love and feeling. That's the universe's way of telling her, yes, I know it's been crap the last year. It hasn't been good. But things are going to be wonderful, wonderful again. And you're going to find that love and feeling over in Germany on the cruise that you want to go on. So far, both of the readings have been very positive. Sometimes we get readings where the universe is slapping people upside the head, metaphorically. Luckily, we haven't gotten any of that today. There's so much love in the air. And clam sauce is also in the air. That's what I'm smelling, in minestrone. It's a great restaurant here in North Hollywood, Vitello's. Obviously, the inside is closed, but the outside is doing bustling business. We have a phone call? Oh, we almost had a phone call. Someone dialed 833-DING-ME. You got to dial all the letters. 833-DINGMAN is the phone number. 833-DINGMAN. Have your last 3 songs that you randomly heard ready to go, and I will give you a reading right here and right now. Right here, Vitello's here. It's Saturday, February 13th, 2021. And we are live at Vitello's, as you can see there. Normally, we're in the studio, the Monk's Castle, but now we are here out and about, joyously out and about, and waiting for someone to call in, or we'll get someone else. Sometimes a lot of people in the world don't believe that there's validity to psychic phenomenon. I challenge those people. Don't take my word for it. You don't know me. Talk to 10 of your friends. 10 of your friends. If you think psychic stuff is bullshit, you talk to 10 of your friends and ask them, have you ever had a psychic experience? I guarantee you at least 4 of them will. I think we have a phone call. This is Lars. Who's this?
Hey, Lars. It's Joe of the Superverse. I was wondering if, to pick up some business, you wanted to do a reading for me, possibly. I've been having a little bit of a thing going on love-wise.
Okay. All right, Joe. What are the last 3 songs that you randomly heard?
Monsters by Shinedown.
Okay.
You're gonna kill me for this one. Monsters by Skillet. Except that one's Monster, not Monsters. And Too Much Time on My Hands by Styx.
Okay, so you heard Monster, and Too Much Time on My Hands by Styx. You sound like a young guy. Why are you listening to songs from the 80s?
It's my thing.
All right.
My playlist is just full of them.
Okay. All right, what I'm seeing for these songs, Monster, and Too Much Time's on My Hand, I'm seeing you in a big black box, and you're stuck in this box, and you're seeing creations, weird figures, cartoons almost, and they're just kind of haunting you because you're stuck in your living situation. Again, you don't have to be a psychic to read that into people, but I feel like it's weighing extra heavily on your mind. Are you you're into cartoon and drawing?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's what monsters are. Monsters, if you really drill down to the Greco-Roman birth of the whole monster culture, monsters are basically physical forms of all the deep-seated psychoses and neuroses that people have, right? It's just all the weirdness. We have to make Frankenstein, or we make Dracula, or the Wolfman, or whatever. These are things that are in people's brains, and these monsters give them flesh and bone, right? So your monsters are cartoons.
Absolutely.
They're things that you make up yourself, and you're stuck in this room, and you got too much time on your hands. What I'm hearing from the universe is this is not going to end anytime soon for you. It's going to drag on. I'm hearing November. It's going to be November until you don't have too much time on your hands and you're very busy again. I think what the universe is telling me with this reading is you got to make peace with your monsters. You know how in Young Frankenstein, everyone at first is afraid of Peter Boyle? You ever seen Young Frankenstein?
I do.
Okay.
I love the movie.
Right, and then he sings, and then everyone loves him, right? So I think it's going to be a while till you're back in civilized society, Joe, and you have to learn to make peace with your monsters. Perhaps use them in your work. Take some of these visions and these things that are haunting you and make cartoons or comic strips out of them. And I think that's where your inspiration is coming from. Make sense?
It does indeed. It does indeed. A lot goes on in my life. A lot goes on that I could incorporate into that kind of work.
Good. Yeah.
So definitely understand that.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. The too much time on your hands is everyone's problem right now. And that's going to persist for you, I'm hearing, until November. But by Thanksgiving is going to be good. They're saying Thanksgiving, you're going to have more than time on your hands. You're going to have drumsticks and friends. Not the show, actual friends. All right?
That's great. I hope this brings some attention to the people that call in.
I hope so. Thanks so much for calling, Joe.
Yep, thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
You're welcome, Joe. Thanks so much. See, the universe has... not everyone gets the same outcome. Diane is going to be on a cruise in September. Joe's going to be still stuck in his place until November. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we're going to be back live. We'll play that video again for people that are just tuning in. I'm going to have a glass of water. I'm going to relax, and we're going to come back with more Psychic Circus. I'm Dr. Lars Dingman, the iTunes Psychic, and we are live at Vitello's Restaurant in Hollywood, North Hollywood, California on Valentine's Day weekend. Don't go away. More readings coming right up.
A very small percentage of the people who profess to be psychics are actual people with gifts. It's like the jelly. The rest of the donut is worthless. I like to think of myself as part of the jelly.
What you're talking about vibing with us, that was just weird, oddly weird.
So you just want to be famous?
Yes.
You're very deserving of this.
It seems like I'm an idiot and that I don't know what I'm talking about and that this theory is crazy, but am I dead on or not?
You are, and that's a little scary.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was a bunch of malarkey.
No, it is not. There's no malarkey at all.
The Huffington Post called our next guest America's funniest psychic because he's discovered a new way to tell a person's future by analyzing their music. So please welcome Dr. Lars Dingman.
Thanks for joining us, Dr. Dingman. Now, why does the HuffPo call you the funniest psychic in America? Are you a comedian or are you a psychic?
Well, I'm a person with a psychic gift, but I'm also naturally hilarious. I'm a funny person.
So what does music have to do with you predicting someone's future?
You imprint on your phone your own personal vibration, and the phone can imprint back to you. You're not married or engaged, no?
No,
you're single. You're very...
Spot on.
Yeah, I'm sensing that you're... Do you live with your mother?
Doctor, yes.
Yes.
Again?
Yeah.
Two in a row.
No, I see this because your laundry is always pristine, yet there's no soap on your hands. I feel like there's like a group of people trying to get you laid is what I'm feeling.
Guys, the dating game. This is what he's talking about.
There's a certain stench that a boy living at home with his parents puts off, and that's, frankly, Kevin, not attractive to the kind of big booty girls that like to get down on it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Dr. Dingman knows his stuff.
People tell me the last 3 songs that they randomly heard, and then I see movies in my head which reveal their past lives and predict their future. Every week, I'm someplace else, consulting with the business, giving private readings, or performing my intentionally hilarious psychic podcast to sold-out audiences all around the country. Your chakra is right there.
Right here. Chakra.
You see, I put my finger on it, but I'm afraid I wouldn't get it back. Here's the hook. At the conclusion of every single reading, I convince my clients, in any way that I can, to act out something bold to change their vibration and, therefore, their future. As the symbol of your separation from your woman, this truck
I want you to face it like you're facing a bull. Yes. You're pushing back against the darkness. Right. Accepting the light.
Shamiel, he's the angel of music.
Is there a Shamazel angel?
I think there is, but he's a Jewish angel.
I'll be Shlomazel, and you can be
Shamiel.
Modulate your vibration with a low, rumbling. Lower from here. You look like a bird that's ill.
My mother's watching me have sex with my boyfriend.
Sex is to be enjoyed and not dirty unless you're paying for it or you want it to be dirty. I'm able to predict people's future, tell you about past lives based on the last 3 songs randomly played for you by your iTunes or your Spotify.
So something that I don't specifically pick, but
correct,
it could
that's
be
what
on my...
random means.
What?
Dr. Dingman said, I have a feeling that your wife is going to want to open up a themed restaurant based on some very popular city.
Am I a messiah? No. My goal? To transform every life I touch by raising the vibration of planet Earth and get a few laughs. My name is Dr. Lars Dingman, and I am the iTunes Psychic. This is Psychic Circus. I'm the iTunes Psychic, Dr. Lars Dingman. You can find me on every social media platform, everywhere, as iTunes Psychic, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. The website is iTunesPsychic.com. We do these shows every Saturday night, live, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. People can call in and get psychic readings from me. All you got to do is tell me the last 3 songs that you randomly heard. Tonight, it's Valentine's weekend, and we are here at Vitello's Restaurant in North Hollywood, California. They've been so gracious and wonderful to us to open up their tent on their first weekend open. Restaurants here in California can now be open, thank goodness, and people are dining safely and distantly so that no one gets sick. Everyone has a good time, and life eventually can return to normal. I appreciate you joining us this evening. Like I said, we're here every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. And we're peeking into the future and riding the wave as the past turns into the future. No, wait a minute. As the future turns into the past. If your future is turning into the past, please give me a call because you'd be an excellent guest. Until next week, I'm Dr. Lars Dingman, the iTunes Psychic, and I will see you in the future.